Do 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 market watch. Do 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 do.
Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Stylus from Overtrigger, and today we have again a target. Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Styles from Overtriggered, and today we have a premium market watch. So I picked some few cards which are pretty much needed on the reprint section, which are currently a little bit harder to get in the perspective from other peoples and stuff like that, where some my cards didn't get a reprint on the revival selection and stuff like that, and we want to take a closer look at it. So we are here on the card market page, which I will be using right now for showing which cards I mean to reprint. We don't particularly speak about other markets from other countries like TCG Play and stuff like that, since I want to be specific in only one market page. So the first thing was, since we get some pretty good results for a certain clan like Mega Colony, and Mega Colony got pretty good reprints on the revival selection. We have the first card over here, which will be Guilty Empress Darktrace Gridola. This card is pretty much hard to get in any other country, and this is one of the key cards which is any Mega Colony player needs at least a 3 of, because this card is just so essential blocking the Guardians, and if your opponent doesn't cannot write anymore, then they are pretty much locked in this game. But then let's go actually for some other cards which I really needed to talk about. So a little bit for premium, I found some pretty neat deck lists which involve around these little girls. Yes, they're actually built for all of the lyrical decks, and the most popular one is actually the Ingrid one and the Willista. If we talk about why the Willista one was top, it was because of another certain card, which we will go a little bit later though. But if you want to go a little bit on some of the Bermuda stuff, so if you want to play a little bit of Bermuda Premium, actually some quite options which you can get, and they're currently pretty cheap, with highest expensive triple rare in the set, actually Ingrid, for like 7 to 8 euros, which is actually in my eyes pretty cheap. Then you have other cards like Lorelei, which is a meta deck. Then you have also some of the other triple rares which are kinda cheap, not expected from other clans though, so from the Bermuda clan. As you can see over here, they are all pretty cheap. But yeah. And then we go to the really next topic for premium. We have Fancy Mega Trick Dark Lord Princess. And to be honest, if I would speak for every possible Paymon player which wants to play this card is the second hardest card to get for this deck to work. But since most of the stuff is more V related, play on the Paymon section, you will still need this card pretty much as a 2 to 3 of, since it allows you to have multi-attacks and multi-stride enabling, which is pretty good. And with this card is of course another princess, Dancing Princess of the Night Sky. This one needs a reprint as well. You can't find it. Even I sold my last copies for like 15 to 16 euros, and this card is really hard to get. And this is also a central card which focuses exactly on putting cards into your soul which you really need. So it's like a searchable dimensional creeper, if we can say it like that in premium language. But yeah, we have actually some other cards which we also need to talk about. We stay in the dark state, so what we are sticking with this card. So we have History Build Drain. If I speak so, this card still needs a reprint in my eyes, because how would you play any other non-Chronojet V variant Gear Chronicle if you don't have this card? It's just a time leap card and gives all units with the time leap ability plus power, which includes himself. And this card is also pretty hard to get, since this one came also in the Premium Collection 2019. So if you get anywhere a chance, like buying displays from this set at least, you will have no issues. You will have multiple cards which will be money stocking set. Like you have the Cyclone. Cyclone is still a little bit expensive card, since you can still mix it with some other decks though. But with killing Sazan and Temposphere, of course, the set is a little bit cheaper. And if we look at cards like Temposphere, I don't know why people would have bought it, but yeah, it's still a money card. You can still buy Tempospheres for a decent price. And then an underrated reprint for a certain Angel Feather deck, which I would have loved to get, even I sold all of mine as well, which would be Holy Seraph Nocio. This one is a pretty old stride. Of course, it's a stride which you don't really need that much if you want to play the Nocio, deck in the G era. But it is still a little bit harder to get stride, even if it's a little bit cheaper. You need to first of all find somebody who played on this or has even a bunch of these cards to even get something like this. Even Shirayuki is hard to get. Try to get one Shirayuki. Not easy though. You can try the Italian one. And yes, Vanguard has Italian cards, but I don't know if they're for TCG legal played it, but I wouldn't recommend buying them, except if you really want to have the card for nostalgic reasons and stuff like that. But yeah, as much as I hate this card so damn well, this one needs a reprint. So Stunmer's Ring is a pretty hard card to find though, and it's kinda expensive though for its trying accessibility. Even you see here, like, the last ones were bought for €5, but they are not anymore on the market though. Maybe somewhere else is it on the market. Stammer's Ring is actually a pretty hard card to find because of various reasons. It is for only one deck accessible, for one or two decks accessible, which of course goes with the V treatment, with the VRs, which is also a thing I also need to talk about for premium. And yeah, let's go to the final real premium card, which is this bad boy, Chaos Breaker Close. If you didn't have any chance to buy this card on the earliest release and you really want to play Chaos, good luck. This is a very expensive triple red. I don't want to talk about this P1. This P1, you can imagine which prices they have. And this card is a pretty much staple, and I think this one needs the most of the reprints you ever had. It is in the same treatment as the V cards with reprints. So the thing is with V cards, they are kind of easy to get, but if we go like the Cross, Overlord the Cross from the V series, then you will see these price spikes, where you have even people like, they sell the Japanese version and stuff like that. And I think they need reprints as well. So these V cards, like Luard is also a candidate. Let's see where we have our boy Luard. This one is in an okay state, but I think VRs shouldn't be that expensive in my eyes, because even if they are rare like this, okay, this set in particular is a pretty bad example, because on this set there were so many rigged versions, because it was harder to get Cross and the Alter Ego Messiah. If we can look at the Alter Egos, where we have to be, here we have to be. This one is actually okay. The more meta contender is actually the cross on the V series, because you will need 2 cards of it, 2 copies of it in your overlord deck if you want to play it in premium though. So this is actually a card which I really also want to have a reprint in the same spot as Chaos Breaker Close. It's not like I don't have any Chaos Breaker Close. I have enough Chaos Breaker Close, but you know what? It is something you really need to have it. And I don't like if some cards are more like sticking into this part. But yeah, this is it for my market watch review. If you like stuff like this, like a market watch, and you have some ideas which we can talk about on the next market watch series, we can go a little bit more on other formats, like on the overdress format. We can also go into the V series format. We can also go into the overdress format. Please let us know in the comments. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a nice day. For me it's night time, so, and in a few hours, which I'm currently live streaming this one, will be also a tournament in the Morikawa tournament. Check the Morikawa Discord server out. We will leave a Discord link in the description, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. And I don't know, maybe I will see you on these tournaments, and wish you a good day. Bye bye.